EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, blitz coming, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Atlanta.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, Ryan. A deep ball for Gurley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
16-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Come on. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 78 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it at a high level. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun, letting one fly deep for Cooper. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He gives to Gurley. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11 now. Now a handoff for Gurley. Nowhere to go that time.
Gurley.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He was brought down by Alden.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Play action. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Coup now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Cowboys nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
First opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
There's the kickoff for the Falcons.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
48-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Cowboys 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
timeout set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Down and 10.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott yet again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dak Prescott.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
At the 19-yard line.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
AJ certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're running it.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Dontari Poe in on the stop. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10. At their
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.